Yeah, I've been patient, I've been locked in on the go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline a crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Treat the morning like a moment I've been built for. Wrist tight, mind calm, that's a real score. Everybody wanna flex what they think they know, but the river doesn't brag, man, it just shapes stone. If it's not my setup, I don't touch it, let it pass. Every force trade ends with me looking back. So I breathe in, breathe out, let the market do its dance. And the patience that I practice turn the future to my hands. Ain't the same as last week, whole new mind. Water in the groove, yeah, I flow in my time. Let the fear fade out, let the greed decline. I'm aligned with the grind, stay refined in the climb. Yeah, I've been patient, I've been go. Let the setup come to me, that's the only way I roll. Never chase, never fold, keep it chill, keep control. Got that process in my veins, let the profits take a stroll. Woke up charts glowing like they know me well. Discipline the crown, yeah, I wear it proud. River keep flowing, I just follow the route. Not the same man daily, yeah, I'm leveling out. Show up, slow up, let the noise blow up. I don't fold up. Wave ride, same tide, every sunrise. Give me new eyes. Stone grind, long time, water carved lines. If you show up, no rush, no clutch, patience be the code that I go by. I don't chase wins, I chase discipline. Let tomorrow be tomorrow, I just settle in. Every loss is just a lesson that'll tighten my spin. Every candle on the chart make me better again. Yeah, I've been
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, happy March. Hope you guys are doing well. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Skylon, what's going on? Java, Ola, David, Kevin, Tom, how you doing? Tomas, Osiris, how you doing? Miguel, what's going on? Yuri, what up? Eddie, morning, happy Monday. Arnesis, how you doing? Slee Ayo. Tom, this song's about manifesting what you want. You don't want to have like this looping in your head when you wake up at 2 a.m. to take a piss. Of, oh, I'm on tilt again. There goes another account. It's the opposite effect. Manifesting what I want. What up, Grizz? How you doing? Riley, what's going on? Nice. Wolf, what's going on? How you doing? Brohy. What up, Brohy? Cloudsy. BB Tonto, what's going on? Trent, how you doing? All right. So I got 5 funded Lucid accounts here. Fresh, ready to go after a good Thursday, Friday session. Opening up at S2 pivot. So, let's just... well, actually, sorry, that's a 4-hour chart. I don't know how close we are to that pivot. No, yeah, pretty close. That's not the 4-hour chart. Why does it say it's a 4-hour chart? That does not be looking like a 4-hour chart here. Is that it? Yeah, that's a 1-minute chart. It's just glitching. Okay, here's the 4-hour. So let's take a look at just what we've done so far since Sunday open. Damn. 901's where we topped out. 477 is the lows. So large range. Obviously volatile with the war stuff going on. Yeah. Missed a week. What happened, Dana Millionaire? Yeah, dude. I'm gonna take all the streams offline though, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't want them to have unrealistic expectations. So you just take my word for it. Yeah. Any comments on the Apex update? Well, I'm surprised that after having the world's ugliest website, they do a complete overhaul, and it's still the world's ugliest website. Can someone who's a freaking UI UX designer, graphic designer, can someone who's really good at what they do go work at Apex, please? I mean, jeez. Okay, so
it's all wet and slick and it's ready to go.
I haven't really wrapped my head around everything Apex, but you know, they do have these end of day accounts now. The thing is though, so they do still allow the 20 accounts, but now there's like payout caps that resemble like Lucid. So, and it's a little bit more expensive. So I think what, $130 for like a 50K, including an activation fee, compared to what, like $90 on Lucid maybe. So it's $40 more, and obviously if you want to trade more than 5, that adds up really fast. Now you could instead trade 5 Lucid, 5 Trade of 5, 5 Top Step, 5 whatever else you like, and copy trade and, you know, get 20 that way. And I think you could probably do it for cheaper. But you know, it's interesting. They say, I think they're gonna have automated payout approvals or something, because when they don't have, or what? Sorry, when they have payout caps and stuff, and they have the back end to support it, it sounds like they don't need to be denying as many payouts. Nora, what's going on? Rob, how you doing? El Nawe, what's up? Okay, there's a move into 700. 900 something lots there on the hitting the ask. And this is kind of relative highs here. Mm-hmm. So nice 140 points or so rally off the opening lows here. I guess the 829, the minute before open lows. Again, I think when we open at a little area of support, I think a little stab long right before open, like that usually pays pretty well. There's a move to PDL. Of course, we've hit all this before in Globex. Look, Globex is a very large range, up to 900. Nice job, Tom, locking out at $771 profit. Bet so many people lost money on that open shorting. Well, honestly, who's seeing us gap down several hundred points and just hitting short? You know, with future, you have to be kind of obtuse to just short when we gap down so strong without even analyzing, letting it move a little first. You know, that's crazy. I don't know who would do that, honestly. I think obtuse is maybe the nicest way to say that. Not even that nice. But yeah, it'd be silly to just, you know. And like when you know, when I was watching the open, I did a little trading on my tossed up XFAs like a bad boy, but you know, we opened here 682. So we opened like 300 points down, roughly. I mean, who's just going to press short on that? When we were holding VWAP, I was like, all right, let's long for 800, you know? Like, let's try to work our way into the gap a little bit, see what's there, see if sellers present themselves. That was my thought. See, I haven't seen Shawshank in many years, so I don't really. That was not a quote on purpose there. You obtuse peasant, my new insult. That is very British. It's a very British insult. All right, so where we just hit 850. So that was 100 points since I like zoomed out and looked at another day. Well, we moved 100 points very fast there. So again, 900 is the top out for Globex. You can see the green line on my chart here. This is overnight highs right by that. The yellow line's like that key level just above 900 that we've kind of topped. It's been somewhat of an interesting line to have on the chart, but so we'll see again if we can go get those overnights. That'd be a 300-point move in the first few minutes here. That'd be pretty crazy. So obviously, I think size should respect this kind of movement. So for me on new Lucid accounts, that's definitely cross trading. I gotta open up. I'm gonna take the trades on Trade C and copy them over to they'll automatically trade on Rhythmic here on Motive Wave. Honestly, like 3 micros should be plenty. We'll see. Maybe it slows down a bit. Like a little pullback and then going for those overnight highs could be interesting. Maybe we pull back harder and sharper before getting those overnights. Let's see. Maybe we don't even pull back and we just pop them. Did you see the new Apex pricing? Very competitive. Yeah, we just kind of talked about it. I talked about it briefly. My thought was, okay, now you have payout caps. And like for the 50K end of day, you're at $130. So to me, that's more expensive than the competitors. The other like 4 top firms, it's kind of similar, but more expensive. Like, why would I trade Apex end of day over Lucid? I haven't looked at the rules. And there's also a consistency rule, 50% consistency rule, right? Something like that. So why would I do that? Again, if I want 20 accounts, I would get 5 Lucid, 5 Traded 5 Top Step, 5, I don't know, pick another firm. Funded Next or whatever. And then copy trade them all together. All right, very close now to overnights, 20 points. Looks like we may go get them without any pullback. What's up, Blue Hand? We're doing fine, thank you. See 100K end of day trade of 8 for 44.5 with a coupon. Yeah, but what's the activation fee? I'm taking into account activation fees in my pricing because the other ones don't have activation fees. Again, I've been enjoying not paying activation fees. I don't really want to start paying activation fees. Or if I am, I'm going to take that into account when comparing with other firms. Okay, maybe a little pullback now before 901. These moves are really big, guys. Just keep that in mind. The little candles themselves are like, it's 30 points on these tiny candles. So that's micro sizing, I think, for most accounts. Okay, here's 800 level. Any buyers want to pop in here? I have a plan right now. Well, first, I mean, would be buying a pullback for overnight highs. It might be a little too volatile for me to want to get in though. But looking for overnight highs to get taken out and trying to catch that move would be the first idea. And then see what happens to see if we continue to hold above VWAP or not. It's a nice 800 hold there for a second. That might be the pullback. See on another revisit of 800 what happens. My shadow blocked on YouTube. I searched and you didn't show. I don't know, man. I don't think so. That is weird. I mean, we got 94 people in here. I'm probably not shadow banned or anything. I think there'd be fewer. Like here, incognito. Just go Daniel and Skeep. Yeah, there's a live stream. So it seems okay. Okay, another revisit of 800. Kind of looking like we might smash through it to the downside. Speaking of websites, Squarespace has a new ad with Emma Stone. Feels like it deserves a parody. Should we parody a Squarespace ad for our Squarespace ad over on Mango Street? That'd be kind of funny, actually. I don't know if they would like that, though. What's up, Pranav? How you doing? Weekend was good. Weekend was just fine. 800 keeps holding, but I kind of am anticipating it to break. Yeah, the Apex thing is 5 days at $250 per day. Is it steep? Kind of, but if you think about it, like Lucid, the minimum payment request is $500, so you need a $1,000 balance anyways, which means 4 days of $250 or 5 days of $200. So it's a little bit steeper, and they have the buffer, right? So Yeah, there's things I don't like as much. Are we trading those 5 funded accounts today? Yeah, for sure. Speaking of websites, somebody named Prop for Mike copied Dan's website. That's okay. The copiers will always be playing catch up, man. It's a max payout. It's listed on the thing. It was only like what, like 1,500 or something like that. Which is fine, and you know, compared to Lucid, I think it was on par with Lucid, but again, considering a lot of people are used to uncapped payouts on Apex, and it costs more, I don't see the benefit. I could be missing something, so let me know if I'm missing something. What makes it better? All right, so there's the move. 800 did not break like I thought it might. Instead, we've held, and now we're about to tick new highs here and get those overnights. That's okay. I don't really feel bad about missing any of this action. It's getting pretty, very volatile. There's still the 20 count thing. Yeah, I know, but again, get 5, trade at 5, 5 Lucid, 5 Top Step, 5 funded next. Copy trade them. What's the difference? Yeah, you have to deal with 4 different firms or whatever, but you know, it's cheaper. Why not just use all the firms? I will say it does get confusing trading even more than one firm at a time. So I don't think I would necessarily want to trade 4 different firms at the same time on the same trade because, you know, there could be certain things you forget. Like one firm could say max 5 contracts per trade, regardless of mini or micros. And you could forget that. And then you trade 10 micros and, you know, you get a rule violation. There's a lot of stuff. It gets confusing. It gets hard to manage. Lucid only allows 6 payouts. I think 5, and then you get moved to live now. But I think Apex also just put a cap on how many payouts you can get too. Okay, new highs on NASDAQ. Overnight highs incoming. Very close to those overnights. ES as well. we can get on this candle. It's right there. 3 points away. Nope. Rejected so far here. Although ES did get the sweep there. It did tick through it. Gracie got edged. I was wondering how you're doing because you're very quiet. I assume you're scalping. Chat, is this not the most AI written tweet you've ever seen? Emojis. Every trader needs to see this. Apex just flipped the entire prop model on its head. And here's the mic drop. That is like textbook chat GPT. That is literally the most AI written tweet I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. Yep. I agree, Eddie. LL Rip sounds like he's been flipped on his head. I hate the I hate, like Eddie said, the linguistic style in which it I even like changed mine to stop talking like that, and it's still just ugh. It I'm like so sick of it. See it everywhere. It's like no one's like, if it keeps up this pace, like in 20 years, is anyone gonna be able to think? They're all just gonna be like, hey chat, what do you do? They're just gonna be little zombies. They won't even know how to think. Because they can get by without thinking. It's not great. Good sir, Dad Dan is out today. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. It's hard not to feel a little bleak about things sometimes. It's like you have the creators of AI, you know, LM saying, yeah, this could be the end of civilization, and we're like, let's generate a funny tweet. Let's make a meme. Like we're all just like, it's like just marching off of a cliff gleefully with like a screen in front of our face. Engagement bait written for me. Delightful. Jeez. Just kind of bums me out. Good morning, Ronald. You picked a funny time to join. You asked your dad a question about something he knows a lot about, and he told me to learn for myself using ChatGPT. We're doing, bro. Yeah. You can write a master prompt to alter the way it responds. I did that, yeah.
Let me show you something.
Thoughts on the new Apex accounts? Yeah, we've been kind of talking about it on and off here. I like these changes overall. I think they're good. But again, now you got payout caps, right? So Apex, they're known for 20 plus accounts and no payout caps. And now you still have the 20 plus accounts, but you do have payout caps. Take into account the activation fee when you're comparing, you know, so if it's $130 for 50K when it's on sale, compare that with Lucid, Tradeify, Top Step, whatever you want to make a decision. I mean, I think these are positive changes though, overall. Nobody wants complicated hoops to jump through and the rules. No one wants a long blog post about the rules, right? They always had payout caps for the first 6 payouts. Oh, did they? Yeah, okay. I think I forgot about that. Okay, are the payout caps tighter now? Like, maybe I should just pull it up on my computer here, but yeah, I guess maybe I'm tripping about that. Maybe I'm just misremembering how. Because I just haven't traded with them very, very long, or for a long time. I like their payout split. There isn't one. You get 100%. That's sick. Good for them on doing that. Yeah, a bit smaller. Yeah. EOD payouts. So now, so for 50K, your minimum daily profit is $250, so higher than other firms. You have to get a $2,100 buffer, and then the minimum balance is $500 past that safety net. So the problem I see it, the reason why I don't like these buffer accounts, I don't trade Lucid's buffer accounts either, is because you have to make over $2,000 and you still can't get a payout. And if I make $2,000, I want to pay out. That's kind of how I see it. But I also like there's no subscription because like sometimes you may get an Apex on sale. I don't know about anybody else, but I've blown it, then forgot, and got rebilled at a higher rate on many accounts. So each PA account can get a maximum of 6 approved payouts. After the 6th payout, the account completes its payout cycle. So that's the thing is, I don't think you ever get uncapped payouts in this structure on Apex. Whereas before, wasn't it 30 days of minimum daily profit and you can get uncapped payouts? Now you don't get uncapped payouts. You're done. You can buy another eval. So that's why I don't think it's as exciting as before. Even though, again, like most people can't get the those payouts you see on social media. Most people aren't getting. Honestly, Top Step doesn't warn you about getting rebuild either. I found that out the hard way. Kind of annoyed. Eddie, your eval banned for life on Apex? I don't know if I knew that. Did you rinse them? Yeah, I did see they're also partnering with some people to be live traders with them, like some kind of social media. People who are prominent on social media. What's up, Parshoff? How you doing? All right. I imagine NASDAQ, look, we're 3 points away from that overnight high sweep. Are we not going to get it? We're going to have to move lower first? We had a PMI at the top of the hour. That's another 800 hold for the time being. See if that can continue to hold. It's not the worst long if it does. Wow, that's just 60 points there in a minute. Again, after dropping 60 points in a minute, we now just recover that candle. Jeez, 70 points. Officially switching to ES, yeah, might not be the worst idea. ES has a big candle still, but the wicks aren't as, I mean, they don't appear as vicious. That's new highs on ES there. So NASDAQ should hit the 901 now, right? That's what I'm thinking. Trader Joe, you switched to ES and completely changed my trading. Like, completely. That's interesting. I mean, for the better, I'd imagine. That's great. ES lagging a little bit. You got banned from another stream last week. It was funny. You told some dude to settle down. I got banned. Some streamers are quicker to ban than others, as you noticed. Dang. Dang, Eddie. All right, we're back. Like, Eddie, what do you, like, how are you building up? You made 5,700 like per account today? Like, you're just trading one mini or what? Or are you at the point where you feel comfortable sizing up? Hello, why don't you use the footprint? I use heat map, and I feel like that's pretty good. Every once in a while I look at the footprint, but on Motive Wave, honestly, I just don't like I find it hard to read on Motive Wave. I'm sure there's settings I could adjust to make it a little bit easier to read, but you know, I do trade NASDAQ, and I find the footprint on NASDAQ hard to read as well. I haven't found settings I like for it. So, you know, to each their own. It doesn't matter. It's not that the footprint's not good or I'm not good because I don't use the footprint. It's just another tool, you know. Dev, you don't get it. There's a war-like situation why the market is moving bullish. Well, I think war impacts market temporarily, and maybe people just still like the dip. You know, we could zoom out and kind of look at where we've been since you know, essentially September, since the fall, and we're kind of getting down to the lower end of this range we've been in. So it's possible that, you know, they like the location to buy. You know, could be that simple. So Eddie's saying, yeah, I just bought the bounce around 800 3 times now. Start with one mini scale and 2-3 contracts each trade. Sick, dude. Honestly, that you know, was it Thursday and Friday? At least Friday, when I started buying the bottom of this similar kind of range I was holding, and I bought and sold at the top, bought and sold at the top. That was like pretty kind of quote unquote easy trading. You know, getting like 30 points a pop each time. That was nice. So well done, Eddie. What do you think about Motive Wave's big trades? I like it. I had it up on my charts for a little bit over the candlesticks, and then I don't know, the setting must have not saved, and then I just forgot to add it back in. But I use the big trades on the heat map or this view. I'm using big trades with the order flow heat map there, so I like it. AWS has issues today. Okay. You got an ad on my channel. It's 59 seconds. You couldn't skip. When are you getting YouTube Premium, bro? What do you want me to do about it? I already have them set to be the most spaced out ads as possible. The least ads I can set YouTube to, you know, to do. Now it's on you to get premium. I know it's another monthly subscription. Sucks, but I hate midstream ads. So Eddie, are you trading 5 accounts over on MFFU? Because that's sick. Congrats on on crushing it, man. All right. Overall, I'm looking. I think longs are still the play right now. We do have some. Look at all these sell side aggression orders coming in. That's 400, about 400, 560 or something, 500. So we are getting a lot of these large orders hitting the bid on ES there, which is kind of interesting. Nice, Eddie. 2,400 times 5, dude. I am jealous, man. I'll get there. I'll get there. You're crushing, man. You're doing great. I love to see it. Love to see how much you've done over the last like year and a half, 2 years or whatever it's been. Because last year you started really turning up the heat and getting those payouts, and looks like you're not slowing down at all. Congrats. ES closed the gap. I think 942 is the gap on NAS. What do you think about anchored VWAP? Great. It's a great tool. Okay. What are your highest frequency wins when ES rejects off VWAP and NASDAQ doesn't reach it? NAS seems to follow it and hit VWAP after a small retrace every time. Yes, I do the same kind of thing. That's I look for the same exact thing. You're up 35K. Couldn't wait a few days for a payout. Got greedy and lost it all on the front account. Oh man, that's brutal. That's something I was talking about. That's something I was talking about last week, was how I was like on Thursday. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? Maybe it's Wednesday. Doesn't matter. Thursday, let's say. If I got $150 on Top Step, I would have gotten a payout on 5 accounts, and I was down on the day like $400. And I was saying how often I would be so, single-minded to get that payout and get that, turn that $400 red day into a green day, that I might end up blowing the account. And so what I did was I called it a day. I'm like, okay, today's a red day, big deal. Tomorrow I can easily make the $150. And I did. And then I took the payout. So just being willing to wait a few days for a payout is so important. Even if you could take one today, maybe the price action, maybe your trading isn't that great. And if you just say, okay, who cares if I get a payout today, Wednesday or Friday, that's way better than blowing it today and then having to start all the way over Tuesday. So just being like patient, because the structure of these funded firms and the accounts, it does make you want to get them as fast as possible. It's like 5 days on $150. Okay, I'm on day 5. Let's go. Let's get today's payout day, right? That's kind of the mindset at least I often have. But if you just say, well, I can always get it tomorrow, it's not a big deal. Just keep my losses in check, and then I'll get that payout. Just being really patient. It's so helpful. Well, as I pull back to the EMA there, that's what is the 14? I'm still not used to that EMA there. 14 EMA there on the 1 minute. Then tick up to the highs there. Heard of Playpex updates? No, I haven't. Rally, you average 4 losing days a month with $400 to $500 loss on those days. Your winning days are around 200 to 400. So you guys do the math. Trading like this got me banned from Apex. So if you have 16 green days of $300, that's $4,800 profit. And if you have 4 losing days of $450, it's $1,800 in losses. So overall, profitable. Dang. User VD8. Good luck. I mean, trading's hard without the monetary stress. So adding monetary stress to trading makes it really hard. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate that. That's all Rachel. That's all Rachel doing that. Headline here: Trump won't rule out U.S. troops in Iran if necessary. Back to overnight highs here, 900 level. Parshov Carmine hasn't traded today. He hasn't taken a trade yet. Yeah, let's see if we can crack through 900 here. Again, we do have a lot of these aggressive orders hitting bid, large orders, so that is something to keep an eye on. Did Squarespace approach you, or did you approach them from Mango Street? They approached us. It was happened way back when. We started the channel in 2017, And first, started blowing up pretty fast. And Wix emailed us first, but we were honestly Squarespace customer. We were like paying Squarespace customers. So I was like, well, I know Squarespace does a lot of partnerships, so we'll just wait for Squarespace to hit us up. And then, a couple months later they did. And they've been sponsoring us for years, which is honestly awesome of them. Scared to play the trade right now? Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. What's up, Jake? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Do you trade Forex props too? No, I don't like Forex. I like futures better. I think futures is superior in every way. Okay, 900 crack. Honestly, next stop is 800 here. That's what I'd like to see. So, I mean, ideally we get like one candle that pops up close to 900 here. Wolf, did you just wait for your time to strike and go short? Was that your first trade of the day? If so, that was a well-timed one. Well, we got to 88 on that pop. Not close enough to 900 here. So no entry for me. Forex props have better rules. I don't know. Do they? I mean, I can't speak to that because I've never traded them. But don't they? Don't they have? Oh, I got filled there on that move. Don't they have something that makes them a little bit shitty, to say the least? I'll stop out at. 930s here. I know they have spreads, but don't they have something else? Do you ever trade anything other than minis, micros, etc.? What do you mean? I mean, that's all you can trade on futures, but you mean like, do I ever trade options or something? Because every once in a while I do. Riley, your little cousin has slowly been getting into trading. You saw him yesterday, and all he's been looking at is TJR and FX Alex. Yeah, definitely stay away from social media. People that are just so big on social media, they are making the vast majority of their income on social media. Obviously, you guys know that. Half of them deny payouts, margin calculators. They falsely say you broke them. I don't know. The rules are better. The trading conditions are worse. Okay. Yeah, again, I mean, I can't speak to it. I've never traded with them, but I just know the products I like to trade. And, I like the centralized exchange of futures. It's not looking so good here. I don't like that recovery of 900. I'm gonna hop out a little early there. I don't think I need to see that play out to my stop at 32. I don't really like it right now. Fivers has features now. feel like I heard about that. Let me see what they got going here. Fivers. Futures, it's in beta. Honestly, this 900 hold here, if that can hold, that looks bullish. But if we give that up, again, I don't really know exactly what to do with it. When you have a freaking massive wick like that, I don't know what you're supposed to really do. Other than keep size small, which is what I did there. It was 3 micros. So 6% profit target. Okay, standard. Stay within 30% consistency rule. Avoid a 3% drawdown limit. 3%. 3% is a little tighter. We're used to, 4% on a 50K. But okay. So you have to make double your drawdown. It's just, it's not super uncommon, but. Oh, they have overnight holding? That's interesting. Overnight holding is, okay, that's the most interesting thing I've seen here with Fivers. Guys, was my stop at 32 good? Oh man, it was it was good. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Check out the high stake program. I don't know how to. I only see for futures. I see rebate and base camp on the Fivers. It says no weekend holding. Well, that's okay. But overnight holding in general, it does say you could do. On the base camp one, it says trade features with comp, blah, 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 overnight holding, news trading, commission rebate, first ever scaling plan. First ever scaling plan, what? I don't know what that's about because every firm has a scaling plan practically. Weekend holding's different than just overnight holding. Weekend, it's obviously, you never know where Sunday's going to open up. That could liquidate you really quick. Or, could make you make buco bucks. It's way more risk for, everyone when you hold over the weekend. Well, okay, guys. I shouldn't have taken that trade-off, I guess. Hindsight is telling me. It's kind of annoying. I like the limit order. I like, waiting for my order to get hit. I don't mind that, I think that's good. Good entry there. It's just waiting for a better entry on this drop. And the stop, look, that was a top tick exit for me, which I hate doing. And that was a manual exit. My stop did not get hit. When he said I'm taking this off, I entered. Well, at that point, you're 30 points better entry than me. Okay, ES sitting on overnight lows, overnight highs. NQ just fucking around here. Yeah, so what's nice about this overnight high here on ES is that's the previous high of day. So let's see if that can hold, and then we can work our way higher again. If we close below 859, we go down to 809, says Wolf. There's 859. ES may be giving up that little retest of previous high. Oh, I wish I was still in that short chat. I'm a little sad about it. And they even actually gave me, if I wanted it, which I don't think, it's just so challenging, so volatile, is this wick here did give me that same entry again had I wanted it after the stop out. But, yeah. All right, let's see if Wolf's right. We did close through 859. And you see Lucid got rid of the pro account. They got rid of the black account. And they just merged the black back into the pro. Like, so they kind of merged the two accounts. So, yeah. Pretty cool. What's up, Guillermo? How you doing? Don't worry, it was a good exit. I think, at the time there, I gave it room, right? And the size was small. I waited for the entry. I mean, it did. I mean, that move up to 924.25 was way more aggressive than I wanted. I was just hoping for a 900 retest, maybe 907, something like that, then back down. And so that move up there, and we also had that wick. I mean, it just, yeah, it did at the time was not really looking that great. Feel like you got to trade higher time frames when it's whippy, like the 5 minute. Yeah, that's helpful too. The 5 minute's been getting some pretty large wicks. I mean, it's pretty nuts. 'Cause I don't know. I think Trump is talking about Iran, etc. A big wave has yet to come in the Iran war. That was at 922. And then that's, when I was in, that's what that large spike up is probably related to him talking about that. $15-minute is amazing for structure and bias on the short-term side. Absolutely. I use it often. And I always say I don't like trading against the excuse me. I don't like trading against the 15-minute. I think it is helpful for sure. I haven't gotten chopped up blue hand, really. I mean, it's just one trade. and I was very patient for it. So I wouldn't call that chopped up. That one trade, yeah, I kind of got, the volatility got me there. That's okay. Can you talk about the green zone you shorted from? I honestly have to refresh myself on what the zone is. It might be daily wicks or something, or let's see. Got to find out when I drew that zone. So I drew it on this day here. That might be a pullback zone actually from the 27th. I remember drawing a pullback zone that day. So I don't know if it really has much relevance. I think it's more had to do with the gap fill and just coincided with that. So I didn't necessarily short. I didn't short because of that green zone. It's the green zone's there. But so the reason why I shorted is because we did get that fill. We did get like the gap fill there, and then we broke 900, and so I wanted to short a retest of 900. Well, your daily chart could give you seizure. You just gotta know what to ignore. You know, I think everyone's charts, unless they're straight up naked, everyone's charts are kind of like, what are you looking at here? But once you're so used to yours, you know what to ignore. You know what to give prevalence to. That's not the right term. You know what to, I don't know. My brain's only like half turned on in the mornings. So you ignore almost everything. I mean, on the daily, it's only messy if you look at all the horizontal lines, right? But we're not, price doesn't really buy any of those lines. You know, we're not really close to that many. I don't need to look at the moving average. I don't need to look at supply zones right now. The demand zone, like, I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So I just ignore it all. I'm just looking at the candles, honestly. Here's another test to 900. I have a hard time feeling bearish here with this. Yeah, the Hearst cycles. Those are crazy. Look, if I'm trading the 1 minute, you can't be surprised that my daily charts look kind of crazy. I have cleaner dailies. If I need a clean daily chart, I have one. Where do I keep it? I keep it over here. And that sometimes I mark it up too, and that gets a little messy. But yeah, usually this one's the cleaner one. I definitely don't need pivots on that though. So, I would expect us to take another shot at the highs here. Why is it when we have war the stock market goes up? Well, we're red. The stock market is red because it's uncertainty, and there's uncertainty with obviously, you know, global factors. And you can look at someone who's got way more experience than me, like Pete. He will say, he usually says like the any impact that kind of wars tend to have on the market is short-lived, is I think his general viewpoint. You mean like other wars too? Again, yeah, I don't. I think I would watch some of Pete's videos where he talks about that. I didn't watch his latest one. No, Luhan, I didn't. prop account you're trading right now? This is Lucid. Lucid Flex 50Ks. I mean, that, to me, this move down here to 894 and the wick up there looks good for the upside. He talked a lot about you and her cycles in that video. You should definitely watch it before he deletes it. I don't believe of anything what you say. Well, I wouldn't mind being long closer to 900. I don't know. Trying to find anything else that would lead me to another conclusion. One payout of your Tradeify flex trend, one eval max on Tradeify, and your Lucid is at 50% consistency in your eval. Well done. Nice recovery. Well done. We love to see it. See what happens here at the highs. Yeah, Jasper, again, I think 900, the 900 entry, as close to 900 around this area was ideal. Anything past that doesn't seem as good to me. Must be, I bet Trump's talking or something. This is looking a little bit nuts right now. Yeah, there's PMI, manufacturing PMI today. There's a nice boost there. I long 922 in these XFAs. I'm trying to dig myself out of this. I was a bad boy in Globex, and trying to dig myself out of the hole I dug for myself. Okay, tagged out there for a little profit. I accidentally got down about $400 in my account. I had like $158 of drawdown left in the entire account on 5 XFAs. I'm back. I'm down $56 from overnight into today. So I kind of I had a very nice recovery. I took a really nice short before bed that I could have held for another 200 points, but shoulda, woulda, coulda on that one. So at least I'm glad I recovered a lot of those losses. That was me being again, I'm not supposed to trade Globex on funded accounts, and I broke my rule last night. And honestly, the annoying part was I was like, my analysis was good, and I just did not trade it well. I didn't execute well. Did you make Generation Loss? Yeah, that's all my own music. I know, Grizz. I know. All right, so Nas at the highs. ES not quite there yet. About 10 points off its highs. So a little divergence playing out between the two. What film has the best soundtrack for you? Well, I was gonna say Good Will Hunting, because it's I mean, it's mostly Elliott Smith, and I'm a big Elliott Smith fan. Even though it's incredibly depressing music, but yeah, I know it's not the same as like a regular film score, you know. All right, see you, Grizz. What's up, Botan? How you doing, man? You love Good Will Hunting, man. Well, I do love it, but you know, I watched the movie when I was like 15. That's how I probably first found out about Elliott Smith, and it just hit me, man. It had an impact. Okay, let's see if ES now takes a stab at 77 here. I imagine, you know, we'll get to the highs on ES. Maybe we'll pull back a little bit, and NAS will pull back to its previous highs, you know, in this range here where we're currently at. Wow, there's a bit of a knife. That's what, about almost, yeah, 40 points really fast there on a rejection, and move back down to the EMA there. I mean, is ES putting in a lower high here, or is it just taking its sweet time getting up to its highs? I mean, that's kind of looking like a lower high there. Okay, Luhan, sounds good, man. Catch you later. Yeah, let me go back to the heat map here. Yeah. A lot of large orders today. Tubi, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. What happened to the super chat reading aloud people's donos? Well, didn't I do that on Streamlabs? Isn't that how I did that? Pull back to 910 here. Brock, what's going on? I'm using Motive Wave for the heat map. This whole screen's Motive Wave. It's awesome. No, Karma hasn't done any trades yet. Thanks, K2. Super chat. I don't know why it's not making any noise though. Oh, it's muted. Damn. I think I've found out where it was muted in OBS. If anyone wants to try super chat again, it should read aloud what you type in. Use it responsibly. You see Carmen's new vid, he lost 30,000. Dude, did he? Did he lose 30,000? And made 30K on top of it? Yeah, exactly. He made 30K. Yeah, I did the same thing back when I was talking about options trading. It was like I lost 48,000 trading options. That was just like showing some of my losing trades, and then I did a couple days later I did how much I made, my winning trades.
Dan the Man, party popper emoji, white tick mark emoji, clinking glasses emoji, thumbs up emoji, smiley face emoji, trophy emoji, trophy emoji.
Thanks, KTV. There we go. That's funny. Caught me off guard. I love it. We haven't had a super chat in a long ass time. That was fun. This is some kind of hot garbage right now. We're 7 followers away from 150 on Twitch. Well, if you want to be one of the first 150 followers over on my Twitch, go to twitch.tv/Daniel Inskeep. You could be one of the first 150. You can help us get there. I think Twitch is so much better than YouTube and for live streaming. I wish YouTube would really focus more on live streaming. All right. We're at the midpoint here. 24,900 is perfect trend. I think that worked out well. 900 level though is perfect. 50% retracement of this leg here. So again, if I wanted longs, that's not a bad area to try it. We're kind of melting right through it though. A little 5-minute demand. I normally don't care about that stuff, but there's 5-minute demand right there. Right at the 80s.
Blah 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 de.
There we go, Tubi. Trump coming out in 5, guys. Be cautious. He was just talking. What is he doing more? Talking for? Medal ceremony? All right. Tell the next donor to spam 777777777, the best shit ever. Well, there you have it. Parshoff says spam 7s in the next super chat. I'm sure Trump could find a way to make a medal ceremony volatile for the stock market. All right, here's 900 level. Do we reclaim it here? I kind of like longs. Try it here. Tight stop because this market's nuts. Well, my stop's at break even here. Reject though. I mean, we could have a short side play as well. Okay. While OBS was disconnected there, I did take profit.
I got payout can do this all day. Snowman emoji, 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 snowman emoji.
Oh my gosh. Pretty good. Pretty good trend. Pretty good. No, it's not your internet users, it's mine. So I took 14 points off 3 micros there, so not 84 bucks or something like that. Not a big trade, but you know, honestly, this is hero short area.
Where does Inskeep came from? 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.
That's pretty good. Where does Inskeep come from? I think it's just an English name. Snowman emoji, snowman emoji. Man, this is yeah, hero short territory. Why take off my trade? It seemed like we might be topping out, and I just want to get a little profit on it. Alright, I'm going to try a short here. I want ES to not start getting crazy ideas.
I hit max win last night. Gemstone emoji, gemstone emoji, gemstone emoji, gemstone emoji, gemstone emoji, weightlifter emoji, polar bear emoji, hear no evil monkey emoji, cat emoji, hatching chick emoji.
He's getting unhinged. Glad you got a max win. What's up, Lawrence? Things are going well, thank you. Going well across the board, I would say. See profit, take profit day for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want to get too greedy on this kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna look to take profit. Only got like $50 something out of that one. It's all right. Dude, Lawrence, I found the market to be very challenging. February, I think, was very tough. I think this whole year so far has been tough. Luckily, like, I've had a decent amount of payouts this year already. I did have to turn a bit too many evals on Lucid in February, but so just looking to tighten that up and keep some funded accounts alive for another payout cycle. That's my main goal. I'll pull up a Top Step for you. I'll show you kind of what I'm trying to do here is build a balance back up after payout. My balance is 624 right now. I'm down $10 on the day after a nice recovery there. So 624. Go to the stats here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Friday was day 1 of the next payout cycle of getting a day of $150 or more. So this is day 2 now, and I do need I want to build the balance up, get some breathing room, and then try to get another payout on 5 accounts. So that's what I'm working with now over on the XFAs, and this is day 1 of the 5 Lucid Flex accounts I'm trading now. So just trying to take it slow here with this volatility.
PS get in the box. Mousetrap emoji, 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 mousetrap emoji.
Okay. We might have to increase the donation amount for the super chat to read to at least $5. Oh man. That was nuts. I raised it to $5 now. Just to curtail any abuse, or if there's gonna be abuse, I want to get a little bit of money out of it. Oh man, we're having fun. Lawrence had a bad Jan and February as well, but it's only 2 months. At least you've gotten paid. Yeah, it's been. I swear the stream, if someone, how sometimes people will go back and tally up what a streamer has actually made or lost over time. Like this guy's actually sucks. If you added up my stream P&L for this year, it's probably wildly red. Because a lot of times it was eval trading too. But then I have made a fair amount off stream, but yeah, so many of my streaming days have just ended in the hole. Let's try to take a drink with my lid on my water bottle. Just when I say off stream, I just mean if I continue to trade the accounts for another half hour or whatever, I would sometimes scalp back into the green or make back some losses. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I'm glad I got rid of that short. So did scalp long to the 29, right? No, 20.
Better not mute, seal emoji, penguin
Then shorted
emoji,
20.
hatching chick emoji, 100 emoji, woman gesturing okay emoji, woman raising hand emoji, person shrugging emoji, cactus emoji, globe emoji, pig emoji, horse.
I didn't do anything. It shut off. I swear. I didn't touch anything. My hand was off the mouse. Oh, the alert duration's 10 seconds. Maybe that counts for the audio too. There's a repetition block. Let's see. I wonder if I keep the visual alert on screen, maybe the text to speech. I swear I didn't cut it off though. Camel emoji. Cow emoji. Toasting glasses emoji. Toasting glasses emoji. Toasting glasses emoji. Toasting glasses emoji. Finished reading it for you to get your money's worth. Pig emoji. Horse emoji. Donkey emoji. There's a spam security thing on here where it says it's at low. Spam security is at low, but it helps control the duration of the text-to-speech message being played. I could turn it off. I'll turn it off, which may be risky. All right, so back to the highs here, and looks like ES may finally push them. How much we got to pay to say the TTS message? I would say it, as long as it's not anything that would be problematic. I would say it. I like Brian saying it. That's the British voice we got currently. Yeah, I would say it for like $10. As long as it's not crazy. As long as you don't get me in trouble. Okay, nice little pump here. ES put new highs in on the session finally. So I kind of want to see, like, you know, like I mentioned earlier, kind of like the start of a double top pullback, which I don't think we're going to get. And then a move higher, and then that would be NASDAQ's turn to retest its highs and then move higher as well. That would have been pretty clean, but it's looking like that might not happen. Would you say war is good for the markets? I don't really think in that term. I don't really care if it's good for the markets. I don't think it's good for humans. So I don't care about the markets. I'm not like, oh good, we bombed Iran, so now the market will move. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, definitely. Trading Academy. I'd rather the market be like really shitty and just like net positive things happening for humanity, for sure. Like, so what, you know? None of this shit matters. What we're doing here is so silly. We're just clicking buttons. Pretty pointless. Yeah. prop firm am I using? I'm trading Lucid. I realize their names are cut off here. Yeah, LFE is Lucid here. I'm trading 5 Lucid Flex accounts, the 50Ks. Now I see you later. Have a good one. All right, I'd be interested in a buy again around previous highs on NAS. This zone should be a buy zone for me unless something changes. Yeah, you can ask beginner questions here for sure. All right. Yeah, you can actually join the Discord for free. It's just a free server. There's no premium level or anything. A lot of helpful people, a lot of good traders in there too, which is great. Yuri, have a good one. Scuba Not Steve, okay, you're using TradingView to sim trade and you're curious, is your contract the leverage? Yeah. If it's 20 to 1, is that 20 contracts? Well, I think in TradingView you're talking about the general margin requirement. So normally when you open an account with a broker, they're going to let you trade a certain amount of contracts depending on how much balance you have in your account. So in order to trade one mini on NASDAQ, you might need to have $2,200 in your account to trade one. That's the minimum. And so I think with the TradingView paper trading, it's saying to allow you, if I recall, it's letting you trade more than maybe, a regular broker would allow you to trade by increasing that leverage. So like with futures, the leverage is built in to the contracts, right? Like you don't need $24,950 in your account to trade one NASDAQ. Okay, here's the pullback zone I got to watch for. Tam, GG's on the payout. Very nice. Very nice, man. Good work. All right. See if I can pull the trigger here. Yuri, have a good rest of your day. Yeah, so Steve, when you move over to like a prop firm or personal account, you adjust your size by literally the contract amount, right? And you want to trade, each contract is X amount per tick. And so if you need to give your trades 30 points, you make sure that your size is adjusted for that. I'll see if I can get filled here. Just 2 micros this time, so smaller size here. Stop out at 28. Again, really small size. I don't think today's a day where you need to risk a whole lot of money. But I do want to follow my plan, though. That's the pullback zone I'm looking for. You know, we could rip through it and stop me out. That's fine. We could also bounce hard. You know, we've had like these kind of fast moves where you can miss your entry pretty quick, too. Back to my entry here. That's a good reaction. That's what I wanted to see. Stops right at the upwards of the bottom trend line. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to risk much more, though. Okay. All right. How about 19? Call it. Give us a bounce here. Easy. Easy. Dang.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that long at all. Ari monitor sick. Thanks. I've had it for about a year, I think. Maybe less than a year. You know, about a year. What's up, Justine? How you doing? That was a rude stop out so far. Let's see if we continue to flush through it. If we bounce here, I'm going to be pissed to stop me out. You know, when we have like a trend line like that, I like to give it like a handful of points to wick through it, you know? That was kind of, so far though, it's a rude stop out. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. That's a happy little accident there. I find this kind of, you know, this is kind of tough for these like little pullbacks because, you know, if you hesitate, we could wick up, you know, or not wick, but we could move 40 points away really fast and you missed your entry. So I feel like just pulling the trigger with a reasonable amount of size is not a bad idea. If we bounce, I'll be pissed as well, says Jasper. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's check the other time frames, but I think, depending on, you know, this 15-minute just opened. We have, I mean, we have what, 8 minutes left on it, so plenty of time on that 15-minute candle here. Norman, you just bought your first eval yesterday. Looking for trades today. Nice. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching. All right. A little bounce here, maybe. Well, might knife on down to 900 at this rate. Man, I can't believe it's almost 10:30. It's kind of a dull, some dull price action after the opening drive up, you know, like it's just been kind of crazy. Not a whole lot, you know, Mondays are, especially with the global volatility in the world. It's not really, I mean, I think Mondays is important to be wary of BS with the chop. If it goes up, then tests and holds your original entry. That would be a dope setup, wouldn't you say? What are you saying? You're saying if it goes up to my original entry is 5.2 and holds for a short, yeah, I think that'd be nice little head and shoulders there. Okay, move down to 900 maybe. Do you keep up with any of the Twitter drama? To an extent, often with, like, you know, prop firm stuff, just so I know what's going on. But honestly, I encourage most people to tune it out because it's so irrelevant to you and your trading. Excuse me. But yeah, just there's constant FinTwit drama. Okay, through 900 here. I mean, ES essentially, we got a little higher, but that's essentially a double top there. Okay, lower we go. How low can we go? Okay, down about 130 points from the high. And what kind of trading drama are you talking about, Jasper? I mean, I see plenty of it. I saw that, Jasper. Again, you know, like, what does that have to do with me and my trading? It's not gonna make me a better trader. Put very little energy into it, you know. Everyone's always pocket watching everybody else. Just it's okay. Most people want engagement and attention on social media. Nice job, Guillermo. 848. So volume resting volume on 848. There's that 300 lots in the bid there. VWAP is in target and shot now. VWAP PDL. I don't know. Hard to say if we'll get there anytime soon or not. Could be plenty of chop until then. Could be a knife down. I have no idea. The drama was that he was like that he blew his like live account or something. I don't know. I don't care. I don't got an opinion on it. I'm worried about my own accounts. It keeps me busy. All right, test 900 here. Kind of interested in a short. All right, well, I think it might be time to call it a session here, chat. Go get a knife down here. Should be interesting to me. And we didn't even make it back up to 900 on this latest little pullback. I wish I could have been short closer to the 80s, 90s earlier. What's up, Bog? How you doing? Looking forward to hanging with you. I'm leaving, man. It's 10:33. It's past my time. Yeah. I got to get going. Yeah. I think it'll be a good week, though. Just going to try to make some slow progress on these funded accounts and just be smart with it. And get some payouts. All right, I'll see you at the gym. Have a good rest of your day, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.